What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and geeksandgamers.com, and maybe not a surprise to many people, but Jon Jones of the UFC is in trouble with the law once again. This is not a new thing that we're talking about when it comes to Jon Jones, but let's talk about it. UFC champion Jon Jones arrested for aggravated DWI and negligent use of a firearm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And you can see his mugshot right there. UFC light heavyweight champ Jon Jones was arrested by Albuquerque police early Thursday morning for aggravated DWI as well as negligent use of a firearm. And they did obtain some arrest records. He was picked up just past 1 a.m. local time. You know, all the rest of us, for the most part, are in this quarantine, this social distancing, while Jon Jones is out there driving drunk at 1 a.m. in the morning. He is due back in court April 8th for a bond arraignment. At least maybe there's not a whole lot of people out on the road. I guess maybe that's the positive. Jones was arrested for aggravated DWI, so driving while intoxicated, as well as negligent use of a firearm, possession of an open container, and driving with no proof of insurance. According to the criminal complaint, officers responded to gunshots, and they found Jones in the driver's side of his vehicle. He claimed he didn't know anything about the gunshots fired. So most people are saying that he was just kind of driving around, drinking tequila, and shooting the gun in the air. That's kind of the assumption most people are under right now. But according to Jon Jones, he does not know anything about those gunshots. They said he seemed intoxicated, and he admitted that he had been drinking. He submitted a sobriety test, and he failed them miserably, over twice the legal limit. And then a black handgun along with a bottle of Recuerdo was found behind the passenger seat. So a gun and alcohol in the car. As part of the investigation in the incident, they will test the firearm and bullet casing to determine if the gun has been used in any crimes, because they want to reduce gun violence in Albuquerque, obviously. Unfortunately, this is just the latest incident plaguing Jones when it comes to vehicular offenses over the past several years. In 2012, he crashed his Bentley and pled guilty to a DUI. And then in 2015, he was charged with a hit and run, where again, he got in an accident and then he fled the scene of the crime. He pled guilty to leaving the scene of an accident, sentenced to 18 months supervised probation. And we know Jon Jones had issues with substance abuse in the past. That has been a big part of his career. And really, ultimately, the only person who's ever really been able to beat Jon Jones is himself. Jon Jones cannot stay out of his own way. There's nobody, really, that we have ever seen in UFC that can match him in the ring. But unfortunately, outside the ring, Jon Jones continues to be himself. But that's the news. Who knows? The UFC did make a statement. They are aware of this. Where did it go? Sorry. They said the UFC is aware of the situation regarding Jon Jones in Albuquerque early this morning. UFC officials stated the organization has been in contact with Jones' management team and is currently gathering information. And we know, listen, Jon Jones is a huge draw to the UFC, so they don't really care. They're going to do whatever they have to do to keep him fighting. That's just my opinion. But I want to hear yours about this situation. If you think Jon Jones, if they're finally maybe going to kick him out of the UFC for this, or ultimately if the UFC doesn't care what he does, as long as he's not actively in jail, they will let him fight out there no matter what. Let me know in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to Sports Wars, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you guys later.